Right, so here's where we left off with me getting all those overruns and charges in. So on his turn, we fight the combat, and predictably his, Chaos Lord on our Juggernaut just cleans house against my men-at-arms, and because he was able to break me and pursue, he ran into my Grail Knights, which, great lesson learned. I don't think I'll be making that mistake again. So he charges in, issue a challenge. So he actually only killed one of my Grail Knights. The Chaos Knights accounted for the other three that died. But lucky for me, I was able to make my break test, so we stuck in combat. So therefore, on my turn, bring my reserve unit of Knights Errant in for the charge against his general, and my Pegasus Knights, a rear charge into the Chaos Knights. I think he's probably going to do more wounds than me still. He's going to issue a challenge, so my Knights Errant champion's going to take it, so all those other Knights Errant aren't going to get any attacks in. But I have a flank bonus, I have a rear flank bonus, so there's 3 combat res right there. I have some things going for me there. So on the other side of the board, I didn't think I'd be able to make that charge with my big blocks of knights. So I moved forward a little bit so that I knew I could get the charge next time. Then I put my Pegasus Knights up because I didn't want his Marauders to get in the way of the charge that I wanted to make on his Cane unit. And I was also concerned that if I did charge in next turn, I didn't want him charging me in the flank. So I tried to position my Pegasus Knights so that he couldn't move where I didn't want him to go. And really was just hoping he would charge me. If he charged, I was just going to flee, and then I'd rally, hopefully, and then if he charged again, I would stand on the second charge once his Marauders were kind of out of the way of the fighting. So there's another picture. I think I included this one because it showed how he has his Nurgle unit facing back to back with the Cane unit, and I was salivating all over the board looking at that because I thought I'd just crush the Cane unit, get a free charge into the back of that Nurgle unit. Yeah, that was looking good as far as I was concerned. So on this side of the board, you can see that his Lord indeed did kill my Errant champion. The Knights weren't able to wound the Grail Knight. They did put a wound on the Pegasus, but I had so much combat res that I won, chased down his Knights. His general rolled a 9 for his flee movement, and I had 3 units mounted, so 3 dice each, 3 tries to roll a 9, and I rolled 3 8s. What a blown opportunity. I could have taken his general out of the game. It's a lot of points. He's a killer. Oh, that was so devastating to me. Yeah. But that's how it goes sometimes. So I won the combat. All his mounted troops are off the board now except for his general, but now I've got to still deal with him. And here's another look at what's going on. So, Warriors turn 4, and he totally surprised me. The little model in black, I probably didn't even introduce him at the beginning of the game, but he has a battle standard bearer that he started with the Cane unit, and he moved over to the Marauder unit, and he charged that guy out at my Pegasus Knights and backed his Marauders up. So didn't see that coming whatsoever. So his Marauders are set up to charge me in the flank if I don't break that Cane unit, and I don't know. I didn't know what to expect with the battle with the BSB. So on this side of the board, you can see his general rallied, and he has some kind of magic something that gives him blood-curdling roar. And what that allows is during the shooting phase, it allows him to roar, and it does 2d6 strength 1 hits with no armor save. So he did that at my general, and got a couple wounds, which killed my general off. So that was, yeah. So on this side of the board, yeah, so he charges me with his BSB. He does 1 wound on my Pegasus Knights. I fluff my attacks back. So he has a wound, I outnumber. For a second, I think we tie, and then he reminds me that that's a BSB, and so he gets a +1 for that. So I need a, let's see, leadership 8. I need a 7, and I don't get it. So I flee, and then on my turn I need a 9 because I'm leadership 8 and I have a musician, and I don't roll a 9. So I flee off the board, and Pegasus Knights go bye-bye, which frees up his BSB and his Mounted Marauders to potentially be a thorn in my side, or in my back, so to speak. So, Brett turn 4, after the Pegasus Knights fly off the board, my 2 big blocks get the charge I've been waiting for, slam it into his Kane Warriors of Chaos. So it's as good as I can get. If that doesn't work for me, then there's nothing that's going to work for me. So I was happy to be able to get that. My men-at-arms can't quite make it, so I just keep bringing them up. And I bring my fast cav over just to get a flank charge should I need it. Although I think I positioned him for that mainly to shoot at his sorcerer. I wasn't planning on charging in with him because I think his warriors would do more harm to me than I would hurt him. So on this side of the board, I would say colossal mistake number, I don't know, 3 or 4 of the game. I have all these units around as general, and I contemplated just moving them out of the way. I could take my Pegasus Knights and just fly away. I could have moved around his back out of sight and maybe charge with my Knights Errant, because at least then I don't have a champion, so he can't challenge. But I was thinking the Pegasus Knights would give me a flank bonus, the Grail Knight would give me a banner bonus, I would certainly get an outnumber, and so I charged everybody in there. So on this side of the board, I did very well in my combat against the Kane warriors. You can see I lost 1 Knight Errant in the process. Killed a bunch of them, overran, got a free charge into the flank of that Nurgle unit, which we will fight during his turn. So very happy with that. The bad news is his Marauders can see me. I don't know if you can tell from this angle, but basically I'm in his line of sight. He's going to get a flank charge on me. My armor save's good enough. I think I might be okay there, but certainly don't love the prospect of it. So the ramifications of that colossal mistake, number 3 or 4, was that he issued a challenge. I accepted it with my Pegasus Knight champion. He killed me and then some. Had enough combat res through that my Pegasus Knights fled off the board, my Knights Errant fled away, my Grail Knight and Damsel hold. And at this point, next round when he issues a challenge, I'm tempted to take it with my Damsel. Nothing else is working. So this is his turn. You can see his fast cav and BSB have moved up, hoping to get a rear charge against me. His Marauders do the flank charge, and they're going to get me, but I'm also going to have a chance to hit that unit that's in front of me. And what happens is his Marauders whiff all their attacks. It's not that they wounded or that I saved them. I don't think any of them hit. So it's, so he's got a couple ranks there, and he's got a flank bonus. He's denying my flank, so he's got all that good stuff going on, but he surely didn't cause any wounds. Over here, we got in the fight. I accepted the challenge with my Grail Knight. He killed me. Damsel broke, and he didn't choose to pursue. My assumption is he wanted to be available for the fight over with the big blocks of Knights. You can see when I charged in, I killed, when we fought it during his turn, I killed exactly half of his guys. So killed 5, 1 combat, enough that the unit flanking me fled off the board, but that darn Nurgle unit has the Valorous standard, so when he rolls for his break test, all he needs is a 1 or any double, and he has insane courage, and he rolled a 1. So that's going to hurt now because I have 1 more turn to try to get him broken and away from there, otherwise I'm going to get charged in the rear by his BSB and his Mounted Marauders. So, Brett turn 5, I'm concerned about his general charging my Knights Errant. I was able to rally him, but I couldn't move him, of course. So I put my fast cav in the way so his general couldn't charge that unit. And my men-at-arms I move up just to try to help out with the combat if I should need it there. I'd have preferred to take in that men-at-arms and get in the way of his BSB and those Marauders, but there was just no way I could move him that far. So after fighting this time, I killed 3 more of his guys. I outnumber. I have banners and combat resolution galore, and it just doesn't matter because he rolls a 1 that stupid Valorous standard. So we're stuck, and I'm going to get a rear charge next turn. So his general charged my fast cav, broke him, ran him, or didn't break him, just ran him down. I got charged in the flank, and he did lots of wounds, ran down my BSB unit. The other unit got away, and on my last turn I was able to rally everybody that was still on the board, and that ended it. It ended up being a draw. Fun game, real fun game. I'm disappointed because I got off to such a good start, a lucky start, and then I really just made too many stupid mistakes that made it a draw instead of victory. But nevertheless, it was a fun game. Hope you enjoyed it.